Oh, okay. What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. There's one over there too. And over there. That is... Oh, you are so creepy looking. What the hell? How's it going, everybody? Speaker here, and welcome to Dagon, a short visual novel narrative style game based on the story of the same name by H.P. Lovecraft. Now, I'm not generally a person who's really interested in visual novel or walking simulator style games, but I really like H.P. Lovecraft. So after seeing this on the Steam Next Fest demos and actually seeing that it was still available, I said we have to give it a go. Now, I don't know how long this will be. Just a quick preface here, because the Dagon story is one of his shorter stories, and if this is true to it, this could only be an hour long, and this is only a demo, so I expect it only to be a few minutes long, but we're gonna check it out, see what it's like, and yeah, welcome to Dagon.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
Well, Jen, that's well, that's a grim start. You don't need to do that now. Come on, just think about it. The spooky monsters, the eldritch horrors, they're not real. Just, yeah, don't do anything a bit rash there, buddy. Okay. Right, I don't know how this works. I'm assuming it's gonna be a point and click style game where we actually just click to continue the story. I don't see much happening for it, not like Sinking City or other H.P. Lovecraft games, so we're just gonna follow the story and I guess get a visual interpretation of what it's like.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
Mate, there are many ways to go out, but that's definitely not one of them. You can always forget your pain. I guess actually no, if it's eldritch horrors and it's cosmic horror and all that, from what I understand, you don't forget that pain. So, all I'll say, buddy, is don't do it. You got so much to live for. If that is spooky eldritch monsters, but yeah.
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate. When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
To be fair, I think this is actually how a lot of H.P. Lovecraft stories kind of like go, especially on the cosmic horror side. It's just like it drives you literally fucking insane, and it's like they feel that's the only way out. Okay, so alright, we can continue here. Okay.
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
So yeah, it is pretty much regurgitating the story, but with a visual kind of flair to it. His boat gets captured by the Germans. He escapes, and he ends up on spooky McFucktown Isle and ends up being subject to horrors. So I think pretty much it's going to be similar. They're not going to really deviate it from it, but it's nice to actually finally see like more of these things in a visual style instead of just having to imagine what's going on. So I kind of like this, actually.
The Great War was
it looks really good for a chill indie game.
And the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation.
Okay.
So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners. So
they were just like, yo, stay out of our way and we ain't gonna throw you overboard. At least that's kind of nice of them, I guess. Okay, so... Oh, wait, what's this? Trivia. The full version will feature many interesting facts about, among others, the story of which the game is based, the historical setting, and the author H.P. Lovecraft. They're scattered on locations, so make sure to look around and try to find them all. The demo features only... Oh, okay, so this is like little trivia things. What's this? Lovecraft's attitude towards the war. Dagon was written around the month before after the United States entered World War I. Lovecraft was actively interested in his course. He composed many poems in which he gave encouragement to soldiers and commented on the events unfolding in Europe. He tried to enlist in the army, but even though he passed the physical exam, his mother prevented him from going to war. She has threatened to go to any lengths, legal or otherwise, if I do not reveal all the ills which unfit me for the army. I am Providence, the life and times of H.P. Lovecraft. Well, I mean, I guess as much as or as terrible as it would be, I guess it's good he didn't go to the army, because he's like literally spawned an entire fucking phenomenon in the form of cosmic horror. So I guess it's a good thing he didn't go. Okay, so It looks like, yeah, as I said, it looks like
So
really it's
liberal,
just like
indeed,
a
was the
follow-along
discipline of our
story.
captors,
It's not even really a
that
walking
5
simulator.
days
It's a
after
point-and-click
we were
adventure
taken,
game, kind
I
of.
managed to escape alone in a small boat with water and provisions for a good length of time.
Man abandoned his teammates. Actually not a team player. It's kind of fucking rude, man. Just saying. Okay, we got another one here. And hippity-hoppity we out kind of
When
thing.
I finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings.
Yo, I gotta say, this looks really good for just like, for something that's supposed to be just a visual accompaniment to a short story. They put a good chunk of effort into this.
Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator.
Ah, okay, so our man just jumps into the middle of the ocean and he doesn't take a compass and he doesn't know how to navigate. This is a terrible why? Why would you do this? Just stay on the nice warm ship with the food and the non-eldritch horror monsters. What is wrong with you?
Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
Okay, well, that seems like a oh, wait, we got another clue thing here. Dagon was written in July 1917 and first published in 1919 in The Vagrant, an amateur magazine focused on the supernatural. The story was partially inspired by Lovecraft's dream and is the first of his stories that introduce an element from the Cthulhu Mythos, Dagon itself. A pagan cult worshipping Dagon later appears in The Shadow over Innsmouth, one of my favorite stories, oddly enough. One of Lovecraft's most popular stories, too. Okay, so... oh, right, we gotta go over here.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Well, you know what, man? You know what would have been better if you didn't actually run away. That would have worked too, right?
But neither ship
Because
nor
like now you're
land
baking
appeared,
in the sun.
and I began to despair.
Now you get
in
to
my
experience what
solitude
I experienced.
upon the
30
heaving
degrees of
vastness
pain.
of unbroken blue.
Although it's actually probably worse for him because he's like on an ocean floor. He's got no shade at all. Man
The
didn't even pack
change
an umbrella.
happened whilst I slept. Its details I shall never know, for my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
Oh, okay. What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. There's one over there too. And over there. That is... oh, you are so creepy looking. What the hell? Oh, man. Okay, right. Let's continue.
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish
Oh, yeah.
black
He's
mire,
trapped inside
which
the earth too.
extended
He's
about
just
me
like
in monotonous
there.
undulations as far as I could see.
So I'm trapped up to the waist with this fucking thing just staring at me. Oh, my God.
And in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished.
I would be too, you know? I'm waking up in the middle of a creepy-ass island, Spooky McFucktown Island as I like to call it, buried halfway up in mud water with this thing fucking staring at me. I would be freaked out too, not gonna lie.
For there was in the air, and in the rotting soil, a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core.
No shit. No shit.
The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying
Lord.
fish and of other, less describable things which I saw
Okay,
protruding
what kind
from
of
the
fucking
nasty
fish is
mud
that?
of
I
the
have never
unending
seen anything
plain.
like that before. That is some Cthulhu shit if I ain't seen it before at all. Like, what the hell is that? That's like, oh, what's that? That's like one of those fucking Pokemon, actually.
Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence.
Oh, still
and barren
moving too.
immensity.
That's just fucking weird, man. Oh, okay.
There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear.
Look, okay, I'm gonna say this now. I actually like the idea of a visual accompaniment to a H.P. Lovecraft game, but actually seeing it combined with the actual talking and the reading of the stories, oh man, this is grim looking. Like, what the fuck is this? This thing just looks absolutely terrifying.
The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
Oh, this is grim. Oh, okay, the boat's here. Right, let's get to the boat. Oh, God. Don't sink into the land while you're at it, buddy.
As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position.
Okay, go on, do tell. What exactly do you think happened?
Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the
Volcanic
ocean floor must have been
upheaval, he
thrown
says.
to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths.
Yeah, all this volcanic upheaval, boys. Not some spooky shit, but volcanic upheaval, definitely.
So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might.
Well, you're probably not, because you're in a fucking spooky, like, eldritch nightmare, buddy.
Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen. What's this? Oh, right. That's our next area.
For
I
several
actually haven't been
hours,
looking
I sat
around for a
thinking
single one of
or
those things,
brooding in the
actually.
boat, which lay
I forgot about them
alongside
completely.
and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens.
Slight Shady says, man, that shade is getting awfully low there. Just saying, like, look how fucking close it is.
As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time.
Man's actually gonna take a walk, is he? Actually mad. Actually mad.
That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
Okay, I just gotta say, like, the visuals on this are actually really good. Like, look at that skybox. I know it's like a skybox, but holy hell. They've done such a good job with this. Okay, so right, we gotta go on a nice trip somewhere across this weird spooky land.
On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease.
Man, this thing is still fucking here.
The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
Alright, man, I believe. Well done. I think what's going on here? We have to go here next, do we? Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. All right, that's actually it. I didn't expect it to end right there, but yeah, that's the demo for Dagon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know down below with a comment and tell me what you're looking forward to in this. Have you actually read Dagon? And what do you think of the idea of, say, a visual novel style game like this? Personally, I really like the idea of it. The art style is pretty nice, and I like the idea of a visual point-and-click adventure to H.P. Lovecraft stuff. I love the story anyway, so I know I'm gonna like this. But I'm actually kind of interested to see where it goes. So far, as I said, there's actually a lot to like about this, even though it's a very simple style of game. The trivia, especially, is a pretty nice touch. And yeah, this game will be launching pretty soon. Demo is free, and as far as I'm aware, the game itself will also be free to play. So if you want to take a look at that, there'll be a link in the Steam page below. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching. Drop a like on the video, all that YouTuber jargon. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.